Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about sailing with teens with my special guest. Today I have a special guest with me, my granddaughter and cruising buddy, Lily. What's up? And here's Lily. She is 15 years old, and I think she was about 13 when she started cruising with us. We're going to be leaving on a cruise in about 2 weeks, and I think this will be your fourth cruise. Is that right?
Sure, yeah.
Fourth cruise with us. So I thought we'd take a look through a teen's eyes of what she likes about cruising. So I'm going to ask her a few questions here, and we'll see what her answers are. So Lily, what do you like about cruising?
I really like all the ports that we stop at, and the food that's on board, especially in the dining room, and just like all the shows and all the parties are really fun.
Yes, Lily's been at a lot of parties and a lot of dances. You'll see in some clips here. How are the kids clubs? What do you like and not like about the kids clubs?
I like the kids clubs because there's usually like consoles and like a switch that you can play with. But some of the kids there are pretty cool, but the other times they're not.
Yeah, you've had problems with some kids,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah.
I think you had to tell, or they were being rude to the teachers or whatever.
Being to like the person who like run the whole kids club.
Yeah.
I also had a kid meow at me once because I was wearing cat ears.
So she's met some friends and not so nice people in the teen club. So it just depends, but she really likes it. She spends a lot of time in there. So how are the theme parties on the ship, and what's your favorite theme party you've been to?
I really love the parties because I love dancing. My favorite are probably the silent parties and the 80s parties.
Yeah, I think we have a clip here of Lily at the silent parties and the 80 parties. There's a lot of parties on the ship that she's been to. They have sail away parties, farewell parties, parties for everything. On our next cruise, we are going to have a disco party, which we haven't done before. So we have our disco gear ready. So
I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun.
So, what foods do you like to eat on a cruise ship?
I really like the foods that are in the dining room because like you don't eat those foods every day, like the lobster, and I really love the escargot.
Yeah, and I also know something else that you are really looking forward to on this next cruise that you love to eat. It's in the Seaplex. What is that?
Is it the hot dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
She loves hot dogs, so we have a hot dog stand on this next cruise ship we're on. So what foods have you tried on a cruise ship that you've never had before?
Like I mentioned, I had tried the escargot before for my first time, which I absolutely loved.
She's braver than me. I won't even try these foods that she eats.
I also tried the frog legs for the first time, which I thought were going to be better, but they're literally just like a mixture of like escargot and chicken. I tried to buy.
You mean frogs and chicken, or?
No, frog legs taste like escargot and chicken.
Oh.
That's just what they taste like. I also tried swordfish and filet mignon.
So she's brave and she tries a lot of things in the dining room, new foods that she hasn't eaten before. I'm not so brave. I stick to my normal things. So she does eat a lot of foods in there. What are some of the things that you've done on a cruise?
I know on Carnival, I think it was Carnival where we hunted for all the ducks. There was a whole bunch of ducks on board.
We had a lot of ducks. They were lined
up
in our windowsill.
Yeah, we had
so many ducks.
We had a whole bunch of ducks. I've been to the kids clubs, which were obviously really fun. I've been a part of a few games. I was on stage.
Yeah, she was on stage in a game as what character? She had a hat on.
Yeah, I had a hat of an orca before.
An orca on her head.
And I've been in a few games before.
Yeah, there was another game show that you were on, and
yeah,
I think we have a clip of one of these.
What's your name, rock star? Lily from? Billy from Oregon! Let's go!
Game show she was on. And you've done parades on board, the
parades.
Dr. Seuss parade where she carried a banner marching through the cruise ship.
I think I got a Build-A-Bear, and I got one for the Princess Cruise.
The Carnival had a Build-A-Bear set up in one of their rooms where kids could go in there and get the special Carnival bear, Build-A-Bear, or other things you wanted. We've been on all the water slides and things like that. Her and I collect the charm bracelets. I mostly get them for her and just save them for her. We never wear them after we get them. It's just a souvenir, remembrance of the cruise, I guess. We've played mini golf and ping pong and arcade. Been to the arcade.
The arcade's fun. It's really expensive though.
Yeah, it is very expensive. There's a lot of activities on board for teens or kids or, always on every cruise. Lily's been on a Princess cruise, 2 Carnival cruises, and now we're going on Royal Caribbean, which she's never been on, which is going to be the largest ship she's been on. So that'll be something new to experience. Speaking of our next cruise, what are you looking forward to on this next cruise? We're cruising to Alaska in 2 weeks on Royal Caribbean. So what are you looking forward to?
I'm really excited for the bumper cars. I think that would be really fun. Also the iFly, which is like that tube thing.
It's like you're skydiving, but you're in a tube. Not. You're just air and you're...
Yeah. The flow rider, the surfing thing, I'm excited for that, but I think I'm going to be absolutely terrible. The laser tag, I love laser tag.
Yeah, and then they have a teen club and a teen dance club also on this ship. And of course the hot dog place. And what about that North Star?
I want to
know
go.
What that is?
Yeah, that's that.
That goes 300 feet, I think, above the cruise ship. The problem is all 3 of us, we're going with her and her dad. We're all afraid of heights, so I don't know if we'll get in that or not.
I want to go on it.
We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll go and I'll stay below and film them. We'll see. Are there any other tips or things about cruising you want to let teens or kids know?
Don't be a menace. I don't remember what ship it was on. I think it was on our first Carnival cruise, but there was like a teen girl there with another kid, I think. And, the teen told like the staff, the person who run the whole kids club, that like she was gonna F him up, and then he had like security called on her.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else happened after that.
Yeah, there's some kids that aren't very nice in those clubs. So
yeah.
Once that girl was in there that time, then you didn't want to go anymore. I know there was one time where the kids weren't so nice, and so you didn't go as much.
Some of the kids suck there.
Yeah, some of the kids aren't nice at all. So it just depends. And then other times she's made a friend. Remember that one?
Yeah, I've made 2 friends. I've got the phone numbers of
she's kept their phone numbers. So it just depends on the ship and I guess, what type of kids are being dropped off there. One thing I want to say to parents is don't let your kids wander around the ships on their own, no matter how old they are. Lily's 15. She went one time from our room to the buffet, which wasn't far from our room, just to get a piece of cake and bring it back. That's the only time she ever went by herself. And what happened?
I got lost.
She got lost.
I had to ask for directions.
I
just wanted cake. And I got my cake. I had to ask somebody where the cake was. I went back to our floor and I went down the long hallway and I had to ask somebody if this was the odd or even room side because apparently I don't know the difference between odd and even numbers.
So she doesn't go on her own, and we wouldn't want her to go on her own. People think that a ship is very safe and very secure. They think, where can my kid go? He can't go off the ship and get in trouble. Well, bad things happen on cruise ships, just like on land. And I've heard many stories. One time there was like an 8-year-old kid probably.
Yeah.
Going around by himself hunting for ducks, and he was going underneath people's chairs. People were sitting in the chairs and he's crawling underneath like between their legs and stuff looking for ducks. Don't leave your kids alone. And then, things happen. There was a 14-year-old boy about 2 weeks ago that was molested by 2 men in the hot tub. And they were arrested when they were taken off the ship. It was really bad, the things they did to this kid. So, and another kid just 2 days ago, a 9-year-old, he told his mom, I want to go explore the ship. And she said, okay, and let him leave the cabin. Well, by 10 at night, he hadn't been back. So she went looking for him and other family members. He was sitting by the pizza place by himself. They went back to the room. At 2 a.m., they had a knock on their door, and it was security. And they had footage of this kid damaging a video arcade game and beating up another kid. So guess what? This kid got banned for life from the cruise ship. 9 years old. He can never sail on, I believe it was Royal Caribbean. So all their affiliates and Royal Caribbean, I'm not sure if it was Carnival or Royal Caribbean, but he's banned from life from all their ships. It's not safe for kids to be running around on their own. Things happen all the time. Even there's been crew members that have attacked kids before. So don't feel that it's so safe. If you don't want to be with your kids on a cruise, don't take them with you. Leave them with a grandparent, a babysitter, or something. If you have to be apart from your kids, they should always be with you to be safe, to keep your kids safe. What else, Lily? Anything else? Oh, I was going to ask. So Lily usually always stays with us.
Yeah.
And I think she doesn't mind that, or does she?
I don't want to wander off. I'm scared.
She's a really good, straight A, good girl. So she's the best. She's the best teen I could ask for. Unlike how her daddy was or I was as a teenager, she's a really good kid. So, I mean, I would trust her, but she'd get lost anyway. So
I'm not going to go with directions.
Her and I get lost on the ship by ourselves. So, anything else you want to say about teen cruises?
Just be careful. Just be careful. Like on one of our cruises, I was over with some of the other teens because we were going over to do like a silent dance just with the teens. We went to a different part of the room and we were all dancing, and then like a man, like a grown adult man, came, like he was looking through the window and he was like filming us. So that was really creepy.
Yeah, you really have to be careful. It's generally a safe place because there's security cameras everywhere, but you still have to be careful with your kids. And these teenagers, I know when we were out, we were having at one of the parties on the pool deck, and a bunch of her teen buddies came up and said, hey, we're going up on the top deck. It's really, really windy, so let's go up there. It'll be so cool. Well, Lily didn't go, but kids get together and they do silly things and they get hurt or something happens. So just watch your child, keep them safe, keep them with you. Don't let them wander. And anything else?
I think that's about it.
So that's it for now. Thank you for coming on to my channel. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel to help me grow. And we'll see you again real soon on the Golden Cruiser. Bye for now.
Peace.